a unit of heavily armed guerrillas, practice their drill deep in Colombia's jungles.
Vista a la izquierda.
These are women of the FARC, Latin America's largest rebel army. The FARC say that 40% of their fighters are female.
Vista al frente. A discreción.
Women live, fight, and die alongside their male comrades.
Para izar.
The commander, known as Paula, says that within the FARC there is complete equality.
Aquí los deberes y derechos son iguales para todos, sea independientemente de que sea mujer o sea hombre. Tenemos la igualdad de condiciones. Aquí las mujeres vamos al combate, trabajamos hombro a hombro con los camaradas.
Paula joined the FARC 6 years ago after she says a family member was disappeared by far-right militias. Many other guerrillas, men and women, tell similar stories.
Y de ahí después es que lleguen a su casa con lista en mano buscando a los familiares. Entonces, ¿usted qué haría? O dejarse matar o pelear por algo que vale la pena.
The guerrilla, who goes by the name Manuela Marin, says women in the FARC are present in all operations.
De hecho, siempre en todas las unidades o unidades tácticas, comandos, para cualquier tarea, siempre va una mujer. Cuando se fundó las FARC eran 46 camaradas hombres y 2 camaradas mujeres. Desde el nacimiento de las FARC nosotras hemos estado ahí.
It's one of the few guerrilla groups in the world in which women play such a prominent role. It's even more surprising that this would happen in Latin America, a region known for its machismo. In Colombia, women earn just 80% of what a man receives for the same job.
These female guerrillas are practicing for a military march they will hold to celebrate the Day of Non-Violence Against Women. But it's another sign of just how important the FARC considers its female fighters.
The US and Colombian governments label these women terrorists and have spent billions of dollars in a war to destroy them. The guerrillas say that men and women alike join the FARC because they want a Marxist revolution in Colombia. As members of the FARC, women and men fight together, as this rebel video shows. While countries around the world debate whether women should serve on the front lines, the FARC commander, Kunta Kinte, says his female fighters are an even match for their male comrades.
Las muchachas son muy guapas, muy decididas y aportan muy bien en el combate. Porque muchas veces nos preguntan, ¿y es que las mujeres pelean? Pues claro que aquí ellas también, ¿de qué portan un fusil? Portan una pistola, ¿y para qué la portan? Pues para pelear.
According to Kunta, the women go through the same training in guerrilla warcraft as men.
Pero a nivel del combate, a nivel del trabajo, a nivel de todo eso, la mujer cumple el mismo trabajo que el hombre, aquí internamente. Incluso en la línea de combate, tiene la capacidad para manejar esta escuadra, esta compañía y vaya a combate. Vaya, dirija allí. Tenga su fusil, cubre ese flanco.
Some women have gone on to become great fighters in the guerrillas, he says.
Camaradas, digamos, que se han desempeñado muy bien en el parte combativo. Han aprendido, han trabajado. Otras han muerto en la línea de combate.
One guerrilla fighter became notorious across Colombia. A rebel known as Karina headed a FARC fighting front in the country's Coffee region. She allegedly carried out massacres as well as leading charges on several army bases. She became a terror of civilians and the security forces. In 2008, surrounded by the army, she surrendered. Since then, she's inhabited a legal limbo, guilty of various crimes, but working with the government to encourage other guerrillas to demobilize.
No te vayas, guerrillera, no te marches, compañera. Si te vas tras el combate, si te duele.
The FARC runs web pages dedicated to its female fighters. Here you can see videos, listen to FARC songs about their guerrillas, and read articles about women and the revolution. In the kitchens where guerrillas prepare food for dozens of fighters, the duties of cooking and cleaning are shared. In a jungle camp in a civil war, there's little room for luxuries. Men and women bathe together in a nearby stream, but even then, their rifles are never far away.
Los aretes.
Sulmara Martinez's outfit is made up of earrings, necklaces, and a 9mm pistol.
Cuando está recién ingresado, de pronto el problema de bañarse con los otros compañeros, eso a veces le genera a uno dificultades. Cuando uno es una persona muy tímida, ¿no? Porque hay muchas muchachas que llegan y de una vez se acostumbran a la vida cotidiana, a la vida normal del guerrillero.
Sulmara entered the FARC 16 years ago. For her, it was a family tradition, with brothers and sisters joining up before her. But she also felt that Colombia's countryside was feudal. She was born poor. She was likely to die poor.
Ya la única oportunidad de salir adelante es yéndose para la guerrilla, del resto no hay otra. O se queda en la casa siendo un campesino más, por ahí cocinando, teniendo hijos, y si es un hombre jornaleando o de raspachín o en otra cosa, pero no hay otra posibilidad. Si usted quiere ser alguien en una región de esas, si usted quiere salir adelante, quiere luchar por su país, definitivamente tiene que irse para la guerrilla porque no hay otra.
The FARC and the government are in peace talks that many hope could end the 5-decade conflict sometime this year. But until the final signature on the peace deal, the guerrillas live in uncertainty. An attack from the army could come at any moment. Isabella San Roque and Manuela Marin work in the FARC's outreach program, trying to build support for the group among Colombia's small farmers. Today, they're reviewing the latest news from Cuba, where peace talks between the FARC and the Colombian government continue. Most guerrillas come from Colombia's countryside. Isabella San Roque is one of the few who come from the capital, Bogotá. 11 years ago, she was a student involved in the FARC's underground political party. Fearing the police were zeroing in on her, she bolted for the safety of the jungle, taking up arms with the FARC. As a girl, she had wanted to be a writer. Now her life is the pen and the gun.
Con el cual pues combato, una pistola 9mm.
While in the FARC, she started a relationship with another guerrilla, taking his surname, San Roque.
Y pues en medio de la guerra no existen los matrimonios, es decir, las mujeres cumplimos tareas y los hombres cumplen tareas, y sobre la base de la prioridad de esas tareas es que podemos convivir. Si en algún momento el compañero se tiene que ir a cumplir una misión, pues la relación termina.
But love on the front line can be perilous. Her boyfriend was killed in an army raid.
Porque lógicamente la guerra no es fácil. Entonces la guerra tiene sus momentos en los que uno siente que vale la pena estar acá, pero que ese sacrificio pues tiene unos costos personales muy grandes.
Contraception is obligatory within the FARC to stop female guerrillas from becoming guerrilla mothers. The government says that it has collected the testimony of dozens of women who have fled the FARC who claim sexual abuse is rife. But every FARC woman we spoke to denied this. In fact, they said the FARC had clear punishments for such behavior.
Casi siempre ese tipo de cosas son imperdonables. Entonces la violación sexual en nuestras filas termina casi siempre en el fusilamiento.
Like others, Isabel has committed to the FARC for life.
No, porque el ingreso es hasta el triunfo y es las 24 horas y es yo como mujer, como revolucionaria, hice el compromiso de entregarle mi vida a la causa del pueblo.
The usual punishment for desertion is the firing squad. It was just that firing squad Ana Maria risked when she fled the FARC. After an argument with her mother, she ran away from home and joined the FARC when she was 14. She immediately regretted her decision, but it was too late. While there, she started a relationship with another guerrilla.
Bueno, yo quedé embarazada, no sé cómo, porque yo planificaba, siempre era muy juiciosa con mi planificación y quedé embarazada. Entonces, obviamente, lo que uno menos quiere es que a uno le hagan un degrado o algo así. Y yo me asusté mucho y nunca dije nada. Me quedé callada.
But in a random AIDS test, the guerrillas discovered she was pregnant.
difícilmente tocó abortar. Pero entonces yo ya tenía 6 meses de embarazo. Y fue cuando ellos me dijeron que les tocaba hacerme el legrado. Obviamente lloré, les dije que por favor no, que no lo hicieran, pero eso no es valedero para ellos. Uno sabe que no puede tener hijos y ya.
She escaped the guerrillas, running through jungles and swimming along rivers. But even now, 3 years later, she still worries that the FARC may hunt her down.
Que le muestren la cara a uno, porque uno estando allá adentro le dicen de que cuando uno se vuela, a uno lo mandan a fusilar, lo buscan, pero que lo matan. Entonces, eso es como un miedo de que uno siempre mantiene, ¿no?
Since escaping the FARC, she's found discrimination for her past as a guerrilla.
Obviamente no es justo, porque yo a veces también me pongo a pensar, ¿para qué le dicen a esas personas que tienen que salirse cuando aquí en realidad nosotros no le vamos a brindar apoyo a ellos? Porque digamos, uno aquí para conseguir un trabajo, si uno dice que es desmovilizado, a uno no lo recibe.
Ya volvió a cabalgar, no más llanto y dolor de la patria, somos pueblos que van tras de la libertad, construyendo la senda de paz, guerrilleros de las FARC.
Back in the camp, the women are finalizing their practice. It's telling that as the women parade, it's the men that stand in the background and sing the FARC's anthem. If a peace deal is signed, these women could soon be re-entering Colombian society, this time as civilians.